Welcome back to Behind the Game. I'm your host, Grace Mott, and I'm joined today by women's cross-country runners Gabby and Soleil Casseus. The Griffins have competed in 5 meets so far and are ready to take on the Belmont course on Saturday, October 26th for their CACC championships. Gabby, Soleil, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So I'm Gabby. I have been running since I was 4 years old, nonstop. I also do triathlons and I'm a senior here.
I'm Soleil. I'm a sophomore here, transferred here last semester, run track, cross country, and I'm an exercise science major.
Okay. So cross country is more of an individual sport. How do you handle that? Is there any pressures to perform well, or do you take it as a learning experience?
I think it's a mix of both of a learning experience and then kind of taking it and moving on in a healthy way. Personally, me as an athlete, I'm very much I don't know, I feel I'm very much I love to hyperfixate. So that's a big thing that I've been working on with Jordy is learning how to okay, take what you learned. Yes, you didn't have your best race, but what went good with it? You got to figure out what worked, what didn't work, and then take it as a little win.
Mm-hmm.
I actually enjoy it being an individual sport. I think it's every day it's you versus you, and it's how can you push yourself? How can you get better? How can you improve your time? So I think I really do appreciate the aspect of that. Also, it's I feel I'm competing for God at the end of the day. So It's when it's an individual sport, it's okay, how can I serve God while performing and competing at the level that I know I can? So
yeah, it does get mental sometimes. I know for me too, just being okay, you can actually do this, takes a little bit out of it.
Definitely the hardest sport mentally, cross country for sure.
I feel especially with last season, I know that we had a lot of issues on the team with our old coach, but I feel coming back into this season with a new coach, new mentality, new vibe, mm-hmm. It's just a whole different aspect of everything. I feel I'm enjoying running a lot more. I'm a lot happier as an athlete, and yeah.
Now, where there are team aspects, the end of meets when points come together, cross country has a smaller team. Does that affect you guys in any ways?
I feel it's more of a struggle for trying to get to regionals and just trying to have people on the team or other teams willing to help out and trying to bring us all together. Yes, we all do different sports, but at the end of the day we're all teammates, and just kind of seeing everyone come together and wanting and willing to help us out is really nice at the end of the day.
I agree. Points are really big in cross country. The more people you have, that's for track too. The more people you have, the more successful you guys are. So at the end of the day, it is kind of sad that we do have a smaller team, but we're also a tight-knit family. So it's kind of cute at the end of the day. We get along with the guys really well. The girls get along very well. We have traditions and kind of odd things that we do before meets, but it's still a vibe at the end of the day. So even though it hurts us on the point side, it does make us closer in a sense. So.
Yeah, it's so different coming from soccer. It's a team of 27, and then it's I come over and help you guys run, and it's 5 of us. Yeah. But it is really close. And last year, we would do dinners and stuff, or after practices. That was always something I look forward to, because it was not just oh, we're running for each other, but we're out also friends at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. With CAC championships on the way, how are you guys preparing for that?
Rest is a big thing right now. We've been upping the mileage a lot. Last week before we ran at Belmont for a 6K, mileage was at our highest, honestly, pushing 5 miles a day and everything. So, between me and Gabby, I know we're ranking up miles. So now it's winding down. How can we be 100% by the time we get to chips? So when it's time to run our hardest, we can give it our all. So.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I feel it's kind of staying on top of my allergies and everything that I'm allergic to, certain pollens and all that, just kind of really toning down on that, making sure that I'm doing everything in my power to be healthy and to be able to breathe while I'm running at Belmont and not have a crappy meet last meet. Although I did everything right, there's just some things I can't control, and that was a big lesson I had to learn yesterday.
Yeah, and Belmont's a hard course. I mean, those hills are killer, so as much rest as you can get is definitely needed. I know I'm definitely going to be training some hills soon just to prepare. After champs, you start going into outdoor season, and then which brings you into spring season. How are you guys going to prepare for that during winter break and everything after champs?
Definitely a lot of speed work because, our mileage is going to get cut down. We're not running 5Ks on the track. At least I know Gabby doesn't want to. I know I don't want to. Nobody wants to do 12 and a half. So definitely more plyometrics, more speed, more core. Like we're definitely getting more into a track mode, which was like kind of different because last track, it was kind of like we were carrying cross country into track. So now we're trying to make sure like we can differ the two and make sure that we're ready for track and all the events that we're trying to do differently than a 5K.
Yeah.
No 5Ks. So.
I know for me at least it's, and I know at least like for Soleil as well, it's just like definitely cutting down that mileage, doing like just at this point focusing on the 4 and the 8, and then maybe we'll do the 60-meter hurdles, but I don't know. that is a very questionable thing that I might do, might not do. And then for outdoor, it's kind of like focus on throwing, ranking back up this mileage to 5K steeple, and maybe I'll do the 10K, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah.
That's like you, but
Well, good luck next weekend. I'll
Thank
see you guys
you.
there at Belmont. Before we go, here's a quick update on the rest of the Griffs and their seasons. Men's soccer is 2-3-1 in conference play. Their next game will be Saturday, October 18th. Spring football is 3-1. They play the U.S. Naval Academy on Friday, October 17th in Annapolis. Women's soccer is 4-1 in conference play. They play Lincoln University this Saturday, October 18th. Women's tennis is 4-4. They play again today, Wednesday, October 15th against Jefferson. Men's golf just competed in their CACC's championship, but they will take the course again on Monday, October 27th. Lastly, women's volleyball is 1-4 in conference. They play Holy Family University on Wednesday, October 15th. Thank you again for tuning in to Behind the Game. I'm your host, Grace Mott. Special thanks to Gabby and Soleil. Next week, join me in talking to women's volleyball players Alex Crespin and Kate Hanley.